What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the best franchise on YouTube, the Washington Football Team franchise. For those of you that are new to the channel, man, go ahead and do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of franchise gameplays on this channel, not just the Washington Football Team. I now post the Houston Texans franchise, and let me just tell you, man, that franchise is something else, something that you definitely want to see, you don't want to miss out on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on post notifications, that way you guys are notified every single time I upload. But for those of you that have been following this Washington Football Team franchise for a while now, it is now week number 3, and we've had a decent start to the season. Our Washington Football Team is 1-1. Ended up dropping our first game of the season to the Atlanta Falcons, which really hurt. But we ended up bouncing back in week number 2 up against our division rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles. But in the span of 2 weeks, we had a lot of changes on this team. Dwayne Haskins ended up losing his job. The first-year pro out of Alabama, Mac Jones, ends up taking over the reins of this offense. Had his first full game starting up against the Philadelphia Eagles, where, I mean, he did decent. He didn't do, like, amazing, where we're like, this dude is, like, the franchise quarterback for the next however many years we do this CFM. But he didn't do horrible, where we're like, this guy sucks. I mean, he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the biggest deal. But in week number 3, we are still not done making changes here to our Washington Football Team. Let me just go ahead and give you all the rundown of what we did. We ended up making a trade with the Las Vegas Raiders. We sent them Jonathan Allen, and they ended up sending us a first round and a second round pick. So now Washington has basically 2 first rounds and 2 second round picks. I have a choice to either hold on to those, or just to give you guys a little bit of an insight of what I'm thinking. I'm wanting to make a trade, sending our first and 2 of our second round picks away for potentially maybe Justin Simmons. I don't know. I mean, it's nothing official yet. I'm still talking to the owner of that team to see if he's willing to make that trade. I'm sending you 3 picks for literally 1 player. I'm not asking for anything else in return. I just want Simmons. Could you imagine what he could do on this team? I'm probably going to end up, if that trade actually goes through, I'll probably end up moving him to linebacker, because having him and Landon Collins in the same position, it kind of renders Landon Collins useless. So I think he fits better on our team at the linebacker position, but who knows? It's still up in the air, nothing official yet. But here we are, underway in week number 3, up against the Indianapolis Colts. Jimmy Garoppolo, the quarterback here for the Colts, starts things off by handing the ball off to Marlon Mack, who's able to fight forward for a gain of 6 yards up to the 31-yard line. Garoppolo back to throw here on second down, going deep for Marquise Brown, and ends up finding Kendall Fuller. He gets the interception and returns this one across the 45 back to the 47-yard line. And Washington, in 2 plays, has the offense back on the field, or on the field for the first time. Mac Jones, his first throw, trying to go deep for Harmon, and he almost throws the ball away himself. Luckily for him, Harmon is a very tall receiver. He's able to fight for that one. If that was anybody like Cam Sims or whatever, yeah, that's an easy one-handed interception animation that Madden loves to do. Second down and 10, we hand this ball off to Antonio Gibson, who knifes his way through the Colts defense, gets down to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mac Jones drops back to throw, hit as he's throwing that ball, and that's going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, Jones back to throw once more, ends up finding his tight end, Freiermuth wide open on the nice little hook route, gets down to the 15-yard line for another Washington first down. Inside the red zone here, Mac Jones rolling the pocket to his left, has a receiver wide open. Robert Foster, get your feet down, man. Made the catch, but just was unable to get 2 feet down inbounds. 2nd and 10, Mac Jones goes down again. These Colts have a pretty good defensive line, and they have really fast corners as a cornerback comes off the pressure, off the corner there, and ends up sacking Mac Jones again. 3 sacks on that one drive. Luckily for us, Dustin Hopkins has a nice little leg on him. He is able to put that ball up through the uprights, and Washington walks away with that possession with 3 points. So, I mean, not the best, not the ideal situation, but at least, I mean, I look at it as we weren't even supposed to have the ball. We got the turnover. At least we stole some points there, 3 points, but it is what it is. 1st and 10, handoff goes to Marlon Mack, who steps out of bounds and, whatever. End up getting flagged for a late hit there. 1st and 10, Garoppolo ends up going back to Marlon Mack, this time in the passing game, tiptoeing up the sideline, gets out of bounds to the 23-yard line. Colts knocking on the door of the red zone. Handoff goes here to Marlon Mack. Spins in the open field past Ronald Darby, but ends up getting tackled at the 17-yard line for a 2nd and short here. Tries to set up the bubble screen. Ronald Darby, man, I need you to get some hands on you. He jumped that bubble screen perfectly, just dropped the pass. 3rd and 4, Khalil Hudson ends up getting the call for pass interference there, giving the Colts a 1st and goal here from the 7-yard line. Big hit there by Landon Collins, stopping Marlon Mack at the 2-yard line before he walked into the end zone. Cam Newton in here trying to run the read option, and we're all over that one. Eric Wilson stopping him for a loss of 4 yards on that play. 3rd and goal, Garoppolo looking for the end zone for his speedster Ronald Moore, and he's just incomplete, and the Colts end up having to settle for a field goal on their next possession of the day. Good defensive possession. Just we had them in better situations, man. We just silly mistakes, silly penalties. Well, we had like 2 or 3 penalties that helped the Colts get down the field on that one. Got to do better as a defensive unit there. Mac Jones drops back to throw here on 1st down. Ends up finding the fullback Trey Sherman, who makes a nice couple moves there. Gains 9 yards there. Makes that 2nd and inches. Handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who gets the 1st down and a whole lot more, fighting his way across the midfield mark to the 49-yard line. 1st down and 10. Mac Jones drops back to throw once more, looking for Antonio Gibson again, who almost had a 1st down. It gets about 9 yards and a couple inches. Makes it a 2nd and inches here. Handoff goes to a backup running back. I'm not even sure who that guy is. Laramie? Whatever. I don't really know all of these running backs on this team yet. Like I ended up losing J.D. McKissick in the offseason, and I'm actually relying on using Bryce Love a lot more, but I don't even know who that 3rd guy is. I think that was like an auto-drafted rookie from the computer or whatever. Jet sweep here anyways goes to Antonio Gibson, who picks up the 1st down and is now down to the 23-yard line. Mac Jones drops back to throw, looking for someone, decides to go deep for Mike Evans in double coverage, just unable to make the catch there. 2nd down from the 23-yard line. Mac Jones audible in the play at the line of scrimmage, audibles to a run, hands his ball off to Antonio Gibson, who's able to fall forward there for a gain of 17-yard to the 17-yard line, gain of 5 there. 3rd and 5, needing a big play here, needing Mac Jones to convert, and almost threw an interception there. To be honest, I clicked the wrong button there. I wasn't expecting to see Antonio Gibson open there on the sideline. Normally when I run that play, the tight end's open, so I was ready to throw it to the tight end. But then I saw Antonio Gibson. I was like, oh, shoot, Gibson. And just my mind just confused triangle and X. And I hit X when I meant to go with the triangle. But anyways, again, Dustin Hopkins bails us out, getting us 3 points there. But at some point, we're going to have to put touchdowns up on the board. Field goals are not going to win this game for us. Michael Pittman making the catch there on 1st down, gets a huge gain, gets out of bounds to the 44-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Colts again. Handoff goes to Marlon Mack once more, who has a blocker. Gains about 9 yards on the play there. Getting the Colts to a 2nd and short. Jimmy Garoppolo drops back to throw, ends up finding his receiver on a nice little comeback route there. Picks up the 1st down and gets out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Another big hit there on Marlon Mack by Landon Collins. At some point, you got to think that Marlon Mack's going to put the ball on the ground, but it's not going to be here, as he ends up putting a spin move, putting Troy Apke in the spin cycle, gets into the end zone. Colts score the 1st touchdown of the game, and they take the lead here in the 2nd quarter with just under 4 minutes left here in the game. Now we just need to see what our Washington offense is able to put together here. Mac Jones drops back to throw, looking to go deep, ends up throwing a comeback of his own, ends up finding Steven Sims on the comeback route, gets up to the 39-yard line, hand off to Antonio Gibson on 1st down, goes nowhere. Probably should have kept that read option with Mac Jones. Don't let Mac Jones fool you. He's got a little bit of speed to him. He can run that read option. But anyways, we set up the screen there to Kevin Harmon, picks up the 1st down to the 47-yard line. 1st down and 10 from the 47. Mac Jones drops back to throw, looking to go deep, ends up finding Kevin Harmon again all the way down to the 30-yard line. Huge pickup there for the past 2 plays by Kevin Harmon, coming through for this defense, looking to go deep to the end zone, and Mac Jones is just completely inaccurate on that deep throw to Mike Evans, and probably shouldn't have made that throw in the first place in general. Double coverage of Mike Evans. We have a habit of throwing the ball to Mike Evans when he's double covered. We gotta break that habit. That's a horrible habit to have. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo looking to see if he could extend this lead, going deep to his receiver, and that one is going to be intercepted by Troy Apke. You don't want to test Troy Apke at all. Even when you think he's beat, he's not really beat. Troy Apke has that recovery speed, able to get back to that ball and intercept it. 2nd and 5 here from the 21-yard line. Mac Jones back in the shotgun formation, drops back to throw, looking, firing to his tight end, Pat Freiermuth, who makes the catch, air trucks and tight ropes the sideline, gets all the way down close to the 20, makes it to the 23-yard line. 42 seconds left here in the first half. Washington looking to put together a drive here to either take the half or either go down by 1 point here into the next half. Throw on the run there by Mac Jones ends up finding Antonio Gibson, gains 7 yards there. 2nd and 3. Mac Jones dropping back to throw, has all day to throw, ends up firing to Mike Evans. Low ball caught by Mike Evans, and Washington's going to go ahead and burn the timeout there. Now with 1 timeout left, try to set the screen here to Harmon, picks up the first down and gets out of bounds, saving that last timeout that we have. Now from the 11-yard line, Washington desperate to get in the end zone. As he's throwing the ball, Mac Jones gets this pass off somehow to Steven Sims. Would have rather that was incomplete. Washington ends up letting the clock drip down to 2 seconds, and then we call our timeout. And we're just going to go into the halftime break with the 1-point deficit. So, I mean, that's definitely not ideal. Wish that that last possession was managed a little bit better by me personally. If we were able to run the ball some, that would have been ideal, but you know, with only like 2 timeouts left, and it is what it is. We get the ball here to start off the second half. Mac Jones just needs to get something together, and he's unable to. Sack there on first down for a loss of 14 yards back to the 11-yard line. But he ends up completing the pass to Robert Foster here on 2nd and 24. And Robert Foster has the sideline and the speed. Just one man outrun, unable to do so, but he just completely flipped field position. We went from a 2nd and 24 to inside the red zone with a 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Direct snap there goes to Antonio Gibson, who ends up losing a yard. Horrible play call there. 2nd and 11, Mac Jones drops back to throw, ends up finding Mike Evans, who makes the catch and swerves the defender, gets into the end zone for the first Washington touchdown of the day. Oh, we finally got that monkey off our back, got into the end zone. I was worried if Mac Jones was able to get our team into the end zone at all. Decided to go for 2. Colts send all-out blitz, and Mac Jones ends up making a nice read there, finding Steven Sims there in the corner of the end zone. Washington now goes up a full 7 here on the Colts here with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Defense just needs to come up and make a big play here. We struggled. I mean, not really struggled. We got one stop there with Troy Apke. Ooh, speaking of Troy Apke, big hit there again, but Marlon Mack is just eating hit sticks. That's the third one that he just ate. Jimmy Garoppolo drops back to throw, ends up finding Michael Pittman again. Pittman's having a nice little day. Quiet, but that's like his 3rd catch. Getting big yards there. 1st down and 10 from the 50-yard line. Finding the speedster. Marquise Hollywood-Brown gets across the 50 to the 36-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo has this Colts offense moving. Drops back to throw, has wide open receivers, but throws it into traffic, and Ronald Moore makes the catch. Oh my gosh, like he had the flats, but he just threw it into one-on-one coverage that was pretty tight, and somehow he came away with that catch. 1st down from the 19-yard line, goes for a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Jimmy Garoppolo running the hurry-up offense here, hands the ball off to Marlon Mack, who's been busy today and has been very productive. 3rd and 4 here from the 15-yard line. Garoppolo drops back to throw, firing to a wide-open Marquise Hollywood-Brown, who falls into the end zone. Good throw by Jimmy G there. Caught us in the zone, and found Marquise Hollywood-Brown sitting down right in the middle of our zone. So I don't know, man. This is just a really back and forth game. It's definitely going to come up to whatever defense is able to come up and make the key stops here to get their defense or get the offense in better position. 2nd and 8 here. Mac Jones drops back to throw, going deep for Pat Freiermuth. Oh, the first-year pro is unable to make the catch there in traffic. Would have had a big game, but end up dropping the ball there. 3rd and 8 now. Mac Jones needing to make a big play here. Going deep, has Steven Sims there, and he's able to make the catch, gets out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Just about to approach the 2-minute warning, or not 2-minute warning, 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. There is a flag on the play, and that's going to be holding on Trey Sermon. Back us up after that nice little game there on 1st down, make it the 1st and 19. Under pressure, gets that pass off, and a beautiful one-handed grab by Antonio Gibson. Turns that into a 2nd and 4 from the 42-yard line. Handoff goes to Bryce Love, who's dancing around way too much in the backfield. Had the easy 1st down, just Bryce Love, I don't know what happened. He just got a little bit too sticky there, but it's all good. Mac Jones comes back on 3rd down and fires one in there to Pat Freiermuth, who has the 1st down to the 35-yard line. 30 seconds approaching here in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who has the sideline, picks up the first down, maybe about 12, 13 yards there, gets out of bounds to the 21-yard line. Mac Jones checks this one down on first down to Steven Sims, and we were just hoping that he would just drop the ball there, but Steven Sims makes the catch, loses a yard, back to the 22-yard line, but Madden says it's still 2nd and 10. Mac Jones drops back to throw, ends up sailing this one over the head of everybody. Intended receiver Robert Foster. Good thing that one wasn't on target, because that might have been intercepted. 3rd and 10, we try to set up the screen, and the Colts are ready for it, and we end up calling on Dustin Hopkins yet again for 39 yards out. The kick is up, and it is good. Dustin Hopkins has been coming through clutch for this team, but you have to wonder, man. The Colts defense has held Washington to 4 field goals, and the Colts offense has gotten into the end zone twice today. They're able to put together a drive right here to get in the end zone and take the lead. Is Washington even capable of coming back here in the 4th quarter? 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo setting up the screen here to Marlon Mack. Beautiful play call there. Marlon Mack ends up stumbling forward for a gain of 9 yards there. Brings up a 3rd and 1. Handoff goes to Mack once more, who's able to fight his way through a tackle and picks up the first down to the 41-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo back to throw here for first down. Has all day in the pocket, just complete misfire. Overthrew his wide open tight end there on that play. 2nd and 10. Jimmy Garoppolo with all day again, takes off with his legs, picks up the first down and slides down at the 48-yard line. Enough for another Colts offensive first down. 1st down and 10 from the 48. Jimmy Garoppolo under center, going to hand this ball off to Marlon Mack, who has the blockers, and just complete overrun there by Troy Apke. Went for the hit stick there. Again, when I get hit stick happy like that, I make mistakes. Hand off on 2nd down to Marlon Mack, who almost has the first down. Stopped just a yard shy. On 3rd and inches, Washington sends the all-out blitz. We knew the ball was going to Marlon Mack, but still unable to stop him. Marlon Mack able to fight his way forward for a gain of a yard. 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Make that 1st and 10 from the 25 as Marlon Mack picks up another Colts first down. He has been the go-to guy for this offense. We had to figure out a way to come up with a stop here to stop the run game. 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo back to throw under pressure, and is able to get that ball off before the pressure comes down, bringing him down for a sack. 3rd and 7, Garoppolo looking to throw, has a wide open Marlon Mack again, who picks up the first down to the 14-yard line. Marlon Mack is doing it on the ground and through the air. On the ground, taking another huge hit stick there from Landon Collins, but he survives holding on to the ball. 2nd and 8, Garoppolo dropping back to throw, ends up finding Michael Pittman, who takes a shot there from Eric Wilson. Ball's on the ground, and Khalil Hudson recovers. Khalil Hudson with the scoop and score, has 3 Colts in pursuit. Landon Collins giving him a little bit of shield, and they're not going to catch him. Khalil Hudson is going to dance his way into the end zone for the Washington touchdown and add a little bit of insult to injury. Marquise Hollywood Brown ended up getting a dislocated shoulder on that drive. He's out for the remainder of this game. Washington's defense is doing it again, even still here in season number 3 with all the changes that we made. They've still come through making big plays for us. Now we just need them to seal this deal for us right here. Colts running a hurry up offense here from with the 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo dropping back to throw, under pressure here, just barely gets this pass off, ends up throwing it out of bounds. 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line, needing to play here. Jimmy Garoppolo tries to set up the screen here to Marlon Mack, who has the first down and ends up taking a big hit there from Ronald Darby. 1st and 10, Jimmy Garoppolo under pressure. Khalil Hudson's coming free, ends up sacking Jimmy G in the backfield for a huge loss on the play. And that's going to be pretty much it. The Colts are going to call for mercy in this one with 2nd and 22 with 31 seconds left. They're just going to say this is game over. It is what it is. And Washington's going to escape week number 3 with the win, improving to 2-1 on the season, man. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of our franchise gameplays. And I will catch you in the next one. Later.